Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another figure news video. I know, on time for once, actually on a Sunday. It's crazy, bro. Today we're going to be going over the figure news from the past 2 weeks. Before we get started, I do want to say I apologize if my voice sounds kind of funny, bro. I literally, well, not literally just woke up, but woke up a little while ago and I'm still drinking on some water to get the old voice sounding good as new. So let's go ahead and hop into it. We have plenty of news to go over and some very, very exciting news to cover as well. Oh boy, I'm excited for some of the stuff we're taking a look at today, and disappointed by some of the stuff we're taking a look at today. So we'll get right into it here. Of course, we usually start out on dbcfigures.com, then head over to Baggy's Twitter. This you guys kind of already knew, but I figured that I'd throw it in here just because it's already on here. Ichiban Kuji, who's behind the figures for drawing prizes, just announced their Dokkan Metal 6th anniversary figures. Obviously, we know all of that. Scheduled release in February 2021 for Japan, and obviously it'll cost 680 yen to play in Japan. That's obviously talking about the Ichiban Kuji lottery. No announcement of the last one figure yet, but we know that prize F will be a bottle, prize E will be a clear case, prize F will be a clear file set. We will actually take a look at a little preview for some of those later because Baggy has a picture of that. Since we'll be able to purchase the figures right out here in the US, stay tuned for pre-order announcements. So Big Bad Toy Store has announced pre-orders. They'll cost $37 there. And then obviously E-Night Media also has pre-orders up for $32 each, which is pretty good. I already pre-ordered them at Amazon, so I'm definitely not going to take down my pre-order because the only thing about pre-ordering from other websites, for me specifically, for other people it might not necessarily matter as much. I want to get these figures, at least specifically, as soon as they come out. And so unfortunately E-Night Media and Big Bad Toy Store take like a little while to ship. Like it's like a couple of weeks, which again isn't so bad, but I'm planning on doing big videos of all these, so like, you know, Amazon will get it in 2 days when it comes out. So obviously also too, you want to get your pre-order in as soon as you can, but and weirdly enough they don't link E-Night Media here, which you would think considering that that's what they talk about for the price. But hey, anyway, pre-orders are up for that. I've already left a link in the description. I'll leave a link in the description as well to the E-Night Media page, and as well, obviously, since I'm leaving a link to this as well, you have a link to that. And I'll leave a link to getting it on Amazon, because if you get it through Amazon, I can get a small, tiny little cut, which I would appreciate. But let's go ahead and move on here. So we do have the tab popping out of the proper page. The X Plus Gigantic Series Super Saiyan Vegito version 2. This has been listed on the Jump figure release calendar for a while now, and was hoping it would be a new sculpt or at least something in a new position. But it looks exactly the same as the original Super Saiyan Vegito, except this time he has translucent hair. This one is one of my holy cow, bro. My brain is broken. Favorite figure lines, and I'm hoping they come out with a lot more figures. They usually release only 2 new figures per year with UI Sign and DBS 17 last year. Honestly, I think that the UI Goku is probably the, I don't want to say it's the best thing the X Plus has ever released, because I don't know if that's a controversial take or not, but it's certainly my favorite. I think it's the best. Figures I'd like to see. Okay, so he just talks about some stuff that he's hoping that they'll make. Very cool stuff. This costs 13,000 yen, so about $130 with a February 2021 release date. Big Bad Toy Store usually has these, but no pre-order yet. You can also order directly from Japanese retailers. Really? But they do require payment up front. Shipping may cost due to shipping restrictions. Interesting. Okay, cool. But yeah, here's some pictures of the boy. Again, literally just a rerun of the Gigantic Series Vegito. I do believe we'll see some more pictures of this guy later on Baggy's Twitter as well. The Gigantic Series is very interesting to me because it's like, I feel like it's supposed to be, I guess, higher quality Dragon Ball figures, but every time I see one, the faces seem kind of off. I will say this Vegito's face seems to be the best out of the X Plus series, or at least he's up there with the best that I've seen. Definitely doesn't look too bad, but the sculpting looks pretty good. I do wonder if he's still vinyl or if he's like the newer material that they're using, because they used to use vinyl. Alright, so we'll take a look at these. We'll also be taking a look at them at Baggy's Twitter later anyway, but March 2021 prize figures have been announced. There's a lot of cool stuff here, actually. As you can see, these mostly banned presser figures, and they'll be available at Game Center claw machines in Japan, just like normal. But here we can buy them outright. Each figure costs I almost says $26.27. My brain meant it's basically $27. With an April release date, E-Night Media also has a pre-order for $22.99 with May 2021 availability. E-Night Media, I don't know what's up with the boys over at E-Night Media, but every time I go on their website, okay, there's the Dokkan figures as well. They seem to be really crushing it with these sale prices. I don't know if they're technically sales or not. Kind of weird. But I'll leave a link to them in the description if you want to check it out. So anyway, we have a Legends collab Vegito. This is going to be the next collaboration. Is just this link that got you to the Big Bad Toy Store website. I'll talk about that price point in a second because there's something I want to say on that. We have the Legends Vegito. Obviously, this is yellow Vegito after he transforms. And if I'm getting that right, I'm going to feel real bad. Hold on, where's my phone? I need to make sure. This is yellow Vegito after he transforms, I'm pretty sure. It looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get this guy because I already have a few Vegito figures as it is. As well, we also do have the FES Super Saiyan Vegito that we took a look at in the last news video. Definitely check that out if you haven't. We'll be at the end of this video in the little like end card thing. So I don't know if I'm gonna get this guy. I do really like this design though, and the one thing that I do really like about this guy is that his V cut for his gi is really deep, and I feel like you don't see that as often because that's typically more of a Z Vegito thing. Vegito Blue didn't really have that as much in his design. It was a little bit of a lighter V. Yeah, it is transformed yellow Vegito. Okay, I'm not getting that wrong. So that is really cool, though, that the V is a super deep cut. Because, obviously, again, not so common of a thing. I'm checking right now if the FES has a deeper V cut. Yikes, bro. Dragon Ball Cube, Socket, Bulma A, and Bulma B. I'm not a fan of these. They're definitely a certain style for a certain type of person. Yeah, it does look like FES's Vegito's gi is low cut. So, I don't know. I'm probably never going to buy one of these unless they, like, I don't know, unless they make a character that I really care about. And even then, I don't think so, bro. They just look so creepy to me. They almost remind me of porcelain dolls. Moving on, this was actually pretty exciting that this got announced. The Dragon Ball DT Chojin Giga Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Ironically enough, this guy is actually based on the same pose that the TUR in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that just came out in Dokkan is based on too. So if you wanted a figure of that pose, now is your chance to get it. This guy is pairing with the Chojin Giga Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that have already been renounced. Yes, have already been announced, and Goku has already been released. I do think the Vegeta is definitely the best looking out of all of them. We'll see some more angles of this guy later that I don't think he looks that good. His face also looks a little bit funny in my opinion. Anyway, this is probably my favorite figure out of everything that we've got announced, and we'll take a look at some better pictures of him later. But the FES Volume 12 Super Saiyan Goku, woo! This guy is so good, bro. Wow. I am really impressed. This is probably the best looking Super Saiyan Goku figure that we have gotten in a long time. I really enjoy the style of this, and it's not too often that we get Gokus where he has the, like, you know, half ripped shirt from the Namek saga. Looking at my shelf here, I think I only have well, I mean, the Legends one I feel like is kind of cheating because, like, obviously they had to base it off of that design. But the only other one that I have on my shelf is the one based off of the Shonen Jump cover. And I do really like that figure, but that figure is pretty old now. So this design is really good, though. It literally looks like it was ripped right out of the anime and the manga. The face for this guy is perfect. It looks exactly how it did in this scene. I really like this Goku. I'm definitely picking him up. And then, of course, we always have these color changes. We have a color change on the Goku. This guy is from the ending of Dragon Ball, the ending, like, song, or EP, as it were, or ED, there we go. So cool that they're giving him this color gi. I do really like this. I didn't pick up the original, so I don't know if I'll pick up this guy. Maybe I will. We'll see, because I do really like this design for Goku, and obviously more Kid Goku figures are always welcome. We are also getting a re-release of this guy. I do own this particular Goku figure, the one with the black gi. I did a review of this guy a long time ago. I think I posted it. It might be in the vault. I'm not sure, but if it's in the figure playlist, the unboxing playlist, if it's there. But nonetheless, whew, this is a really cool figure. I highly recommend this if you're a fan of Dragon Ball. I might honestly pick up this design as well, because I hadn't watched Dragon Ball when I initially bought this. And after watching Dragon Ball and seeing this gi style, I'm like, this fits Kid Goku so much more in an odd sort of way. So definitely cool that this is getting a re-release, because it's always nice when we get not only a sculpted figure, but a sculpted figure with an accessory that just kind of adds to, you know, the whole aesthetic. Like, this would have been cool without Nimbus, but the fact that Nimbus is there is so nice. And it's a nice piece of hard plastic as well. So very good figure. Very excited about those releases. I'm definitely going to be picking up that Goku at least. We have the high grade Cell complete set. This is certainly interesting. High grade or well, HG or high grade is a series of figures produced by Bandai that's supposed to be highly detailed and much higher quality than regular non-posable figures. Yeah, keyword supposed to be. This new set features all different forms of Cell, from his bug form all the way to perfect Cell about to explode. There are 7 figures in all, with a release date of March 2021 and a price of 12,000 yen, about 120 bucks US. Currently no US retailer pre-order yet. So high grade line is infamous for having the name high grade, and in the final product looking like absolute garbage. Like, these guys don't look too bad, even they look kind of weird in my eyes. But they do look pretty detailed, especially since they are very small. You can see that says 93 millimeters, bro. That's crazy. Crazy. His face looks kind of funny. His lips look like too far out. Cell don't look too bad. For a small figure, I guess it's not that bad. I think that the Cell Juniors actually probably look the best. I do like this, though. Wait, they really count that as a form? Huh, interesting. I mean, I guess. But obviously, his, like, little larvae shell, that's pretty cool. And then, obviously, thick Cell. Yeah, big. 190 millimeters. I don't know if I would call that big, homie. But I guess big for this line, all things considered. So, I don't really recommend getting these. I kind of feel bad for anybody who does. Because, like, this would be terrible to collect. These are way too overpriced for the size. And honestly, there's so many better minifigures that you could be collecting for a lot cheaper. It's kind of ridiculous how much they charge for these, to be honest. I will probably, excuse me, never get one of these. It's literally putting me to sleep, bro. I will probably never get one of these unless it's like, I don't know, way on sale or something like that. But hey, it's there. Update on the Dragon Ball Adverge Set 14. I believe we did take a look at this last time. Bandai announced their Dragon Ball Adverge 14 lineup, including Kid Goku, Master Roshi, blah blah blah, all the boys. This will release in February 2021 in Japan, with the pricing around 35,000 yen for the set, or 500 per blind box. We will announce when a US retailer announces pre-order prices. And then update. Wow, Big Bad Toy Store said it will cost about 55 bucks for the whole set. So that is pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the whole set, because personally I don't really care about like all of this down here. I kind of only want like the Dragon Ball stuff, if I'm being honest. Maybe Bardock, because I do like Bardock, but I don't really care about the Broly. But we've already looked at all this stuff. Here's some better pictures of it, though. I do really like Dragon Ball Adverge. It's definitely a certain style that you have to be into, but I do quite like it. I actually have a Dragon Ball Adverge Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta in my PC. Aha! Alright, so this is where the disappointment part of our video comes in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, I am real glad I didn't pre-order this guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been hemming and hawing pre-order this guy. He's been up on Amazon for like 109 bucks for a fat minute now. And I'm so glad that I didn't pre-order him. Update video, Imagination Works Son Goku First Pictures. Today is October 30th here in the US. In Japan, it will soon be the 31st. That means that they released the first Imagination Works Goku figure. Dragon Ball News received their figure early and has posted some pictures and packaging of the figure. You mentioned it does have a premium feel to it and nice articulation. There are a few clips included. Not sure what those are for, blah, 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 blah. Below is the video, the boy Victory Uchida, and a guest unboxing. So, I will show you some of these pictures that we have here. What I'm going to do for you is I'll talk about my thoughts here. That is actually a pretty nice head sculpt. I'll talk about my thoughts a little bit here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a review of this guy from the boy JP Toys in the description below. This guy goes over everything. He got this guy like the first day that it came out. He actually lives in Japan, so he gets figures like, you know, the day that they actually release. He goes over his thoughts, and I pretty much agree with everything that he has to say. So I'll leave a link if you want a more, you know, detailed explanation of this guy, because he goes over all the problems and all the logistics of this figure. I definitely don't think that it's worth the price. I will say a cool gimmick about this guy though is that his eyes change, which was something that I didn't know. I don't know if we can find that. But basically, yeah, here we go. His eyes, and I don't know if we're gonna get, no, yeah, there we go. Okay, well, perfect. His eyes and his head are a different piece, or his face rather. So I guess that's cool, because then you can use different eye pieces with the different face plates. That is a pretty neat gimmick. That's why like the eye holes here are torn out, and that's why this is, you know, odd looking. Those are the different eye pieces. But overall, I don't think the look is bad. I think that his arms are definitely too stubby though, and you can see that a little bit more in detail in JP Toys' video. He even talks about that a little bit, that he kind of feels like the Goku's arms are too stubby. You can kind of even see that look here, especially here too. They look kind of weird. The crotch also just looks really weird. Like, it just doesn't look like it doesn't look like how pants look. Like, even the SH Figuarts figures, you know, even if they're not, like, I suppose necessarily the absolute pinnacle of how pants would look, this is just, like, not good, especially in the midsection. Other than that, though, I mean, I think that the body sculpt is fantastic besides the arms. The gi looks really, really good, all things considered, as, like, one piece, again, besides the legs. The other weird thing that JP Toys does mention in his video is that apparently Goku's arms are rubber, and they're like squishy. I don't know if we can find a clip of him. Yeah, there's a clip of him squishing the arms here. Really weird. Yeah, and you can see he's pulling down the rubber there, right? And that part is like rubber on the arm, and then the top half is like solid. I don't know. Very weird design choice, but I'll leave a link to this in the description if you would like to check out the full review. And obviously, if you'd like to check out this little preview video, you can check that out. I don't think that this guy is worth it, personally. I think that he is pretty overpriced, all things considered. It's definitely not a bad figure, and I will say the one really cool thing about it, let me see if I can find, yeah, here. This guy is 1/9 scale, I believe is what it is. Yeah, it says in the title right there. So he's huge. This is just a normal Super Saiyan Goku SH Figuarts. Wow. That is a big boy. I didn't realize he was going to be that big. I thought he was going to be like SH Figuarts size. So I will say, I guess the size makes up for it a little bit. And some of the face sculpts I do really like, but overall, man, not a big fan of the figure. So again, take a look at that in the description below if you would like to. Now, let's go ahead and pop over to the boy Baggy Saiyan's Twitter. We're continuing from basically where we left off. I don't know if we necessarily... Oh, sorry. Shout out to Lauren for me having to censor our DMs there. Wafer Sticker Set 17 releases November 17th, or 17th. I literally can't read, bro. Wafer Sticker 17 releases November 14th. As you can see, these guys are also really, really cool. I love that the characters that they chose for this. Also, hello, they never give Dragon Ball any love, so that's also really, really cool to see. Ozaru Vegeta, yeah, we did talk about that in the last video. He's going down in price. So this is pretty cool. Big Bad Toy Store confirms that the Gohan listing's hair is blue. That is certainly interesting. We were talking about in the last video the shading on this guy, how, you know, obviously it's supposed to look like he has the Kamehameha coming out of his hand, and then the light is supposed to be reflecting on him. So that is pretty cool. It'll definitely be interesting to see how he looks, all things considered. Here's the packaging sizes of all of these. Obviously, they're going to be similar in size, but since some of these are a little bit bigger, that is, you know, well, it's going to be a little bit bigger. Now hit 15k less than a week since Akuji started. Current trajectory 10k. Nice. Oh yeah, so here's the Cube Pocket Android 18. I believe we did take a look at this girl a little while ago. You know my thoughts on this slide already. We already saw these Dragon Ball Adverge pics, but Goku and the gang look absolutely fantastic. Here's some more pictures of the Gigantic Series Vegito. Again, not a bad figure, but I just think that, I don't know, I don't think it's worth the like 100 and whatever bucks to be able to get it. I mean, it is really big. Like it's even bigger than Grandista figures, bro. But like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I'm just being dumb here, but I don't necessarily think it's worth that much. I would love to own one though. I might get the UI Goku one someday, because I do think that one is worth it. But anyway, GTWCF Volume 3 out now in Asia. We can see that they have plenty of interesting characters this time around. I don't think I've actually seen like this whole side over here get any figures before. I do like the baby, actually. The baby, both of them look really cool. This one is especially cool because we never get that form of them. This is a very nice Super Saiyan 3 looking Goku though. Alright, so here we go. Yes. We'll take a look at that in a second here. So, this is very, very cool. Here are all the March prize figure images. Obviously, I said that we would have some other angles. Gogeta doesn't look bad. It's so funny to me with these Chojin Giga figures that it really seems like they're taking pictures at the wrong angle, because the angle on the right looks so much better to me than the angle on the left. Like, his face just looks, I don't really know how to describe it, like, not proper. I don't know. Even though I do still think that the figure on the right, his face isn't necessarily, like, perfect, I think that it looks a lot better than the one on the left. I don't know why. They need to hire someone new to take these production images, man, I swear. There's Vegito, though, looking very, very nice. I do love the expression on this figure. It is really, really cool. And this is also something very exciting. Battle of Saiyans WCF Volume 5. So this is obviously a bunch of different battles with Saiyans throughout Dragon Ball Super, early Dragon Ball Super. Obviously, we have Battle of Gods, we have the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament. Very, very cool stuff here. I love the look of actually all of these, funny enough. I think they're probably Kaba and Vegeta. No, probably like Kaba and Blue Goku are probably the weakest looking for me, at least in terms of their face sculpts. The others, I think, look really good. Vegeta does look kind of funny, though. But nonetheless, though, it is a pretty solid looking line, and it's also very cool, I know, for Baggy to see Super Saiyan God merch. You know, he's the resident Super Saiyan God simp. But it's cool as well to get more hit merch, because I feel like we never get hit stuff. Like, actually, now that I think about that, I don't even own a hit figure. How? I need to see if I could pick one of those up eventually. Anyway, though, here's some clear pics of the FES Goku and FES Goku. Wow, these guys look fantastic. Again, there'll be some more detailed pics of these guys later on, but I'm really, really excited for those, and we already took a look at... Moving on. Oh, boy. Alright, so yeah, this was pretty cool. Baggy's talking about his clear file. These wafer stickers have also have a new lenticular types, which I think is being described at the top. Interesting. Oh, okay, so this is a look at some new stickers and some new... Okay, let's take a look at this stuff in higher detail here. So obviously we have some new wafer stickers to take a look at. Wow, okay. So I believe what Baggy said is that this is like, we'll have to wait until we get actual pictures of this to how it works. I don't know if that Goku is like you peel it back and then you get Kaioken or Super Saiyan, or I'm not sure if it's one of those things where it's like, you know, those old bookmarks that you had as a kid when you like turned them right, it like changed what it looked like on the image, and it was like kind of like if you scratch it had like a you know kind of sound to it. Curious to see if that's how it's gonna work. It'll be very interesting, or if it's like one or the other or both. That'll be really interesting to see. I love the look of that Kaioken, actually. Super Saiyan Goku we've seen before, so it's not as exciting, even though it still looks cool. But that Kaioken is definitely really, really cool. I like that a lot. We do have some SDBH stickers here, which is pretty cool to see. Oh, I didn't even realize we could zoom in a little bit more. Obviously, we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Looks so funny, bro. Being like, I'll have to see if I can't pick up a set of that, because I would love to get that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That's so funny. We have Dark Broly up there as well. God Trunks, Few, and Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Gogeta as well. These guys look fantastic, I gotta say. We also do have some more close-ups. Obviously, some of these stickers we've seen before with the upcoming set. I don't know if I've seen that Bardock before, and I don't know if I've seen that Rose before, but definitely very cool looking. As well, we have a second form Frieza coming. I think that's Goten. That looks a lot more like Goten than Goku to me. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, though. And Broly. Very, very cool stuff. Very, very excited to see where all of these look. Ah, yes, we also have... Oh, is this saying that there's going to be a secret rare MUI Goku? Interesting. These are V-Jump scans, by the way, if you're curious. All right. Let's take a look at this then. So these are upcoming wafer sticker figures. It looks like this time they're choosing to go with Vegito. Interestingly enough, this almost looks more like Xeno Vegito. Or not Xeno Vegito, sorry. I guess it would technically be Super Saiyan Blue Vegito that appears in SDBH, because technically Xeno Vegito is Super Saiyan 4, because the blue Vegito is the ones that appear in our timeline. Anyway, he looks like Super Saiyan Blue Vegito from SDBH. I do like, though, what they're doing with the bases nowadays, because I remember the original, or I almost called them adverts, the original wafer stickers. The base was pretty cool, but this is, like, sick. This is basically the Dokkan art, because we have the boys, their head sculpts in the background, which is really, really cool. I actually love that a lot. As well, we have this Super Saiyan 3 Goku up here with the little Dragon Fest. I'm going to have to cop that, because I'm a Super Saiyan 3 simp. So, I'm definitely going to have to cop that. We also have the boy Android 17. That is really, really cool. I like that a lot, actually. And this is the original sticker that this is based from. Really cool that they even capture the background. I like that a lot. Here is some Versus series figures. Looks like they're going to be doing a lot of SDBH stuff. As well, we obviously have the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta from the Broly movie. I don't know how many times we've got this as a figure now. Just get the, is it, wait, oh no, I don't remember if it's Tag Fighters or if it, no, it's not Tag Fighters, because that's when they fight. No, is it Tag Fighters? Regardless, get the Bam Presto version of this figure. I can't remember the technical name of it. And also the God Trunks over here. So yeah. Pretty cool stuff. I am excited for that Goku. I definitely would love, love, love to pick that up. Slightly better look at the UI Goku sticker as well. Ah, okay. So that's probably what that other UI Goku will be looking for. Base watch. That's a good tweet right there, bro. Vegito's small base. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That'll be really good if that seems to be the case. Medium for the FES Goku. Yeah, it does look medium. And big for the boy. I guess he may need the support, but still, nonetheless. I see. Okay. Yes. Okay, so here are the smaller prizes for the November Ichiban Kuji. Obviously, keep in mind, this is the Super Dragon Ball Heroes collab, so of course there's going to be a lot of hero stuff in there. I really, really want to get that Masked Saiyan, bro. That is... Oh my gosh, that Masked Saiyan is fire. And then these are some clear files. These aren't necessarily the best. The promo artists that they have working on the clear files, bro, they need to hire somebody new. Because, like, some of these look terrible. Some of them don't look bad. But, like, bro, his hair is not one of the pyramids, bro. Come on, man. But nonetheless, though, the rest of this looks pretty cool, and these look great. I believe these will probably be towels, because they've been doing a lot of towels. I kind of wish I didn't get that UI Goku one. Like, I got a UI Goku one. I showed it on stream. But these guys, oh my gosh, I love the artistry on this. The Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta looks literally perfect for what it is. I really, really like it. I'm sure Baggy is happy about the Super Saiyan God as well. Yeah, my man, bro, my man is spitting right now. Yeah, bad promo artist. Yeah, the Shikachi arc does look good though. It'll be cool to see these in high quality when we get it. Wow, actually, I didn't even see that one. That's sick. That's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Vegito. I'm gonna have to get that. All right. For those who want to import the SDBH Kuji, Broly's, and Trunks, Trunks might be okay since 2 per store and 20 centimeter. But Broly's, since 30, expected to be a lot, especially since not the main series, so slots may be slow. Okay. Yeah, because unfortunately, it seems like we're not getting an overseas release of these guys, so we're probably going to have to import them, which is kind of unfortunate. Thankfully, really all I wanted from this line was these two, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll see if I can't cop them on eBay. Oh, that's actually cool. This Goku has the same pose as the card. That's nice. March is back to a full calendar of new prize figures. This is probably why there aren't many re-releases this block. Yeah, because, I mean, technically, I guess it's only FES Goku. Okay, so here's some higher quality production images. I want to take a look also at more detail on this Vegito. Look at the line detail on this, man. They've been killing it with these lines. I hope that actually appears on the final figure, because I will actually really like that. But that's cool. I love the expression. It's very cheeky. I feel like it fits Vegito nicely. Goku as well. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at this. Excuse me, I burped because I'm so excited. Look at the detailing on this. So cool. I really like this. And they did the thing that I like, where it looks like that they actually sculpted the pants around the knees rather than just slapping the knees in the pant hole. Very cool stuff. I am very excited to get this Goku. He looks absolutely fantastic. What about this guy? I assume that you wouldn't have much lineage. Yeah, pretty smooth, all things considered, but there is some nice detailing throughout the sculpt of the body. And also the tail looks nicely sculpted. We'll also talk about the base of this guy, because I know some might be curious about that. Baggy has a tweet on that a little bit later. Let's keep scrolling here. Okay, so October block of re-releases out now for Asia. West was only Super Saiyan 4. So obviously, these are some older figures that have been re-released. These are some really old figures, actually. These guys I remember being super exciting way back in the day. This is obviously an iconic Goku pose. I don't know why whoever took this picture took the picture like this, considering that I mean, it is a 3D object, but the optimal picture to take a picture of this guy is from the top, which is how the box looks, because that's how the pose looks from the anime. I don't know, kind of weird. But obviously we have Super Saiyan Gogeta here, and then Goku and Vegeta. These guys' faces don't look as good, excuse me, as I remember them being. But the cool thing about this figure is that this figure can combine with the Gogeta. The Gogeta has a slot on the base of this figure, so that is pretty neat, I will say. West only Tag Fighters re-release variant with comparisons with the original ones on the right. Photo credits to bait me. Yeah, these guys still kind of suck. I have both of these. They somehow look worse. The re-releases are on the left. They somehow look worse than they are. Okay, well, maybe Frieza doesn't look worse. I don't know. Goku definitely looks worse, though. I only kept these figures, to be honest, because they make a nice display piece with the resin Goku and Frieza LR statue that I have. That's literally the only reason why I've kept them, because otherwise I don't think that they're that stunning of figures. I do like Goku's body detail a lot, but they're not that, poppin', which is really unfortunate, because I remember the original production images of these look sick, but I still wouldn't recommend getting these. Okay. Here we have a comparison of the new Kuji Jiren to the ES Goku. These guys pair really well together. I'll tell you, nowadays, bro, I regret not getting the Gogeta from this line and the Goku from this line every day more and more. Because, wow, these guys are fantastic figures. Originally, I don't know what I was on, but I just didn't care for them. But these guys look fantastic together. I would probably want to get the Omen Goku, if anything, and definitely the base form Gogeta. But these guys look really cool together, I gotta say. Heights for these guys. There you go on that. It'll be interesting to see how wobbly his base is as well. Interesting. Oh yeah, here's high quality production images of these boys. I do like even the detailing that they try to do on the FES figures. It's nice. Oh, okay, so Glitter and Glamour's Bulma images. This is not a bad Bulma figure, all things considered. I do think that, unfortunately, it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's anime accurate, but I feel like they kind of increased her proportions a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate because usually that's more of a Dragon Ball Gals thing. But nonetheless, though, definitely not bad. Definitely not going to pick it up, though. Alright. Oh, I believe this should be assortments. Yes, okay. And then this is on Kuji map, where this tells you basically just information about how many they're going to be getting, I believe, of each different prize at each particular location. Gotcha, okay. So yeah, wow, lots of prize A's. So that means that there's going to be a lot of God Gokus. That kind of makes sense, all things considered, because obviously, you know, he's kind of going to be the headliner for this, so... Interesting. And they're going to have a lot of the smaller prizes as well. Alright. France has the October Kuji already. Crazy that it literally started a week ago in Japan. I didn't even know that France got Ichiban Kuji. That's pretty cool. Alright. Yes, talking about our Super Saiyan God figures. Oh, what is it? Oh, I see. So this is just the super high quality production images of these guys. We won't take too much of a detailed look at these, because obviously we kind of already did. But man, this Goku figure is shaping up to be absolutely fantastic. I do want to look a little bit more at Gogeta, because we didn't get a chance to look at this and this image of Gogeta as much yet. So, the detailing looks good. Oh, the fur looks fantastic. But I don't know, there's just something about the face that looks weird. Not only is it like, I feel like his eye from our left side looks a little bit too, like, pointed up. His face almost looks like pulled back in a weird kind of way. This angle definitely looks a lot better, though. This angle definitely looks a lot better. I don't know why they're not, giving him more orange. Am I like misremembering how Gogeta looks? On the past couple Gogeta figures, Super Saiyan 4 specifically that I've seen, it seems like his gi has been yellow. Is that correct? Let me go find a picture of the man, because it seems like it's supposed to be orange, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering that. Nonetheless, though, the overall sculpt looks really good. It's just something about his face that really puts me off. Again, I think that this angle looks so much better than this one. Like, obviously, since it's a 3D object, you're not going to avoid getting this angle if you actually buy the figure. But I mean, like, for the sake of taking production images, why did they not take it from, like, you know, an angle that would make you want to buy it more? I don't understand Bandai. But anyway... I don't know. I definitely don't think that he'll be a bad figure, all things considered. His face sculpt definitely looks better than Goku's, I think. So I don't know. I'm very torn on this guy. We'll see if I end up getting the boy. But cool that he'll obviously be, you know, a version of the TUR. Okay, so all this stuff releases in early November. That's good to know as well. We already saw these pictures of Cell. Putting this in perspective, it's more or less the same price as the Ozaru Vegeta. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. This guy, this set rather, or just any high-grade set, is not worth it. Are you kidding me, bro? Ozaru Vegeta? Or you could get literal trash. Wow. I don't understand, bro. What is Bandai's logic in comparing those two in terms of price? I don't know. Also, yes, Gogeta's arm things are orange. I don't know why that they're making them yellow like that. Alright. Moving on. Oh, we have some more pictures of these guys. Okay, so Wafer Capsule figure, Gashapon releases early November. Wafer Candy figure releases in November of 28th. That was a really weird way to say that. Okay, I see. So these guys look like that they're going to be, what do you call it? Releasing earlier, and then these guys will be releasing later. That makes sense, considering V-Jump came out more recently. Overseas, given how October re-release shipped on time for Asia, that should mean Grandisa, Nero, Gogeta, and Chibi Masters will release in November for Asia. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of interested in getting this figure, because I think that it is really cool, and obviously having a Super Saiyan version of Gogeta, especially in, you know, one of my favorite versions of, you know, Gogeta in figure form anyway, that being the Grandista line, would be really cool. But they kind of overpriced this guy, which really doesn't make sense to me, considering that the Grandista Nero Vegeta wasn't priced up, really. So I don't know, kind of interesting. I do want to get these guys, though, because they are pretty cool. Oh, speaking of prices, I did kind of forget to mention, I did want to say it just before it slipped out of my mind. It's interesting that these guys are a little bit more expensive most places, the $27 for the prize figures. I did talk about, I believe, in the last video, I was saying that it's interesting that it seems like prize figures have gone up in price outside of Japan, because they used to basically just be 20 bucks each, but now it seems like they're more so closer to 27 each. So I don't know why that they're bumping that up, and it seems like that's more of a recent change. Not exactly sure why that's the case, but it definitely seems like that trend is continuing, which is kind of unfortunate to see, but oh well, what are you going to do, I guess. More images of the Glitter and Glamour's Bulma. I actually do like that yellow color a lot. Obviously, it's for the different coloration. Oh, I see. This is the poster for the promotional Creator and Creator Goku. March Overseas re-releases Grandista Vegito Manga Dimensions version. That guy is fantastic. I've seen this figure in person. I don't own it, but it is a really good figure. I would highly recommend it. Obviously, you can see as well Goku, like we already knew about that. And then this guy, funny enough, is also getting a re-release. And I don't remember if we talked about this in the last video, but I was saying recently at some point that, like, I don't think I've ever seen this figure talked about ever. Like, I bought this guy a way long time ago, like kind of when I was just getting into figure collecting, and I really like this figure a lot. I think it's a fantastic Vegeta figure, and obviously we don't have many figures of this particular scene from the Cell Saga, which is so odd to me because it's so iconic for Vegeta. But this is a really cool figure, and I especially like the line detail on it because it almost makes it feel more animated. But nonetheless, though, cool that he is getting a release. So a bit complicated this month for what is Asia and West. US and Europe getting all the re-releases above. Asia and Australia getting Grandista and Orange Quinto Ungoku only. So basically the blue Gi Quinto Ungoku and Final Flash Vegeta are US and Europe only. Interesting. Wonder why they're doing it that way. Look at that boy. Look at that angry print. Ooh. Alright, so here we have a promotional image for the upcoming Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle 6th Anniversary Ichiban Kuji set. These guys look really cool in this fashion. I don't know why they decided to go with this more cartoony look. It's kind of funny. Gohan's looks very tacky, all things considered, but the rest of them don't look too bad. They look very like it almost looks like standard effects in like Adobe Premiere were kind of used in the background here. Very funny. I don't know why they decided to go with that, but we do have some images of the smaller prizes here. As you can see, if we take a little zoom in here, we can see them over here. It looks like it's going to be clear. Hello, Gogeta. Did I close the image? Brah. I tried to close the other one here. So if we look back on dbzfigures.com, we can take a look at what they technically are. Let's see. It is clear case, clear file set, and a bottle. Interesting. So this is obviously a capsule corp bottle. You could kind of tell that. A clear case? Like a bento box sort of meme? I can't even tell what character that is. It kind of looks like Goku, but I can't really tell. And then we have some clear files here. I assume that these are going to be based off of Dokkan art. So we'll see. I really hope that they get a better promo artist for this one, but I don't see it happening because I would love some clear files with the Dokkan art, but whatever, bro. Anyway, as you can see here, we do have the special prize figure. Like, oh, what's it going to be? Obviously, we know it's already going to be UI Goku. Now, interestingly enough, I believe this over here is talking about the last one figure. And I did want to talk about this as special piece of information from the boy Baggy Sane himself when he slid into my DMs the other day. Basically, he informed me that the last one version for this set is not going to be a recolor this year. Last year we obviously had the whole thing where Super Saiyan Blue Vegito was the special prize figure and Base Vegito was the last one version. Obviously it was a little bit different for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There was no recolor for that. But, excuse me, it seems that this year They're going to be changing it up a little bit. And from what Baggy has told me, apparently the last one version is going to have effects similar to the effects of the rest of these. So I'm not sure if that means that the normal special prize UI Goku is going to have no effects. That would kind of surprise me, considering that the rest of the line obviously is all about having these, you know, crazy effects on them. So it would be kind of weird if UI Goku was the odd one out there. But that is the information that I have, that apparently the last one version is going to be Goku except with effects. So I don't know if that means more effects and that the normal one is going to just have less, or if that means the normal one is going to have no effects. So we'll have to see when the time comes for that. If that's the case, then I don't know why you would even bother getting the special prize version. I would just get the last one version at that point. But anyway, very interesting to see. Cool stuff here, though. I do really like the look of this poster, though, despite it looking kind of corny. It has a special charm to it. I can't really describe why. As you can see, by the way, February 2021, obviously into play. It's, you know, 680 yen. Kind of crazy to think that it's so cheap to, you know, to play it in Japan, but obviously you're not guaranteed to get the figure like we are if we just literally buy it. So overseas band Presto site updated with the country list for various upcoming figure releases, as you can see here. Oh, so this guy is not getting released in the US. Why? I really want that guy. Oh, okay, so the Dragon Ball World collectible figures are also getting released in the US. Cool. Yeah, I really want this Jiren. This guy and Kid Buu are probably two of my most sought after figures at the moment. I don't know why they didn't release this set in the US, because I feel like this man would have sold mad well, considering we don't have many Jiren figures. By the way, I do want to make you aware of this site. I don't know if many people know about this site, but this site is the overseas site for everything Dragon Ball figures, as well as other Brand Presto and Ichiban Kuji figures. So you can click on these, and then you can, you know, just see like, hey, you know, what countries are, you know, going to be available for this, or, you know, where can I buy it, because they do have a shop list there. The site does load a little bit weird sometimes, I will admit, because I've been on this site before. But nonetheless, though, definitely pretty cool if you're trying to look for this sort of thing. Very nice, though, because it's a nice record-keeping place for all of these different figures. Pretty cool. Anyway, if you'd like to check that out, I'll leave it linked in the description as well. Moving on, doesn't look like we're going to get any updated production images for Dragon Ball for March. Others, got it. Okay, so no updated images. Ah, yes, this is just a repaint of this. A good idea to use overseas S Culture's Bulma to display with the new FES Goku coloring, but unfortunately, new FES Goku is listed as being a little bit shorter than the original one. So unless someone has both, the swap is not going to be possible. Yes. Wait, oh no, maybe this isn't a recolor. I swear this was a repaint of some kind. No, I guess that is the actual color. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen this figure before. Interesting. Yeah, that is a good idea, though. Obviously, if you'd like to recreate this scene from the manga. Yeah, so interestingly enough, I believe Baggy will have a tweet about it later, but this guy's stand is super short, which is really odd because the initial one was really high up. And maybe they did that because this one is more based on like this scene and it doesn't need a higher base. But with the original one, the base was super high because obviously in the actual like scene in the outro, he's flying up in the air. So kind of interesting. Ratios confirmed for last one and special prize, but with effect parts. Interesting. Ratios. I don't see numbers on here though. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, I see. It's in Japanese. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so some high quality pics of Goku Black. He's looking pretty good, bro. I will say, I do think that the face sculpt is still a little bit funny looking. But overall, I really like the figure. And obviously, you know, we've never had a figure of Goku Black in this outfit before. So that's also really cool to see. I do like the effect part. I'm really excited to see if they possibly continue doing figures like this, because I would love it if they continued with a trend of giving figures bases like this. I would be all for that. But it's cool to see as well. It kind of looks like his boots are lighting up green, and I assume that's just because of the lighting with the picture of the, you know, green base. But that would be interesting to see if there is some green highlights on there, all things considered. He looks good, though. He looks good. We have some final versions of the Volume 3 GT figures. These guys don't look too bad. Funny enough, that my common trend when it comes to the WCF line is that I always think that they do non-human characters better. Like, Baby and the Great Ape Ozaru here look fantastic. I think they look really, really good. But Goku's eyebrows look like too far out. I know it's a WCF figure, but his hair looks really awkward for his body. You know, I know it's weird saying that for a chibi figure. Mouth on Goten is just too, like, dark. Vegeta doesn't look terrible, but his eyes look too far apart. Baby doesn't look bad as well. There's no front view there, but obviously if you want to look at the video, you can. Nonetheless, though, not a bad set, all things considered. Again, higher quality production images of these guys. We've already seen this. Apparently, there's not much fan interest in the Chojin Giga Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Coupled with low orders, that probably means the Super Saiyan 4 commercialization might be coming to an end. Kind of a shame, considering that the form is really cool. But I will say, by this point, there are plenty of Super Saiyan 4 Goku figures out there. So it wouldn't be such a bad thing if we did end up, you know, getting some different characters besides these guys for upcoming releases, because there are, again, great Super Saiyan 4 Goku figures and Vegeta figures, and, well, Gogeta as well. We literally took a look at one yesterday. Check out that video if you haven't yet. But even that line, right, with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, and the Golden Great Ape, the name of the line is escaping me at the moment, but that is a great line for Super Saiyan 4 as well. Obviously, we have the Master Stars piece, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Xeno Goku as well. We obviously have this guy now. So there's plenty of good options out there for Super Saiyan 4 fans. 10th anniversary UI Goku. And they called it a Game Station exclusive in Japan. Interesting. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. I still don't know if I'm going to get this guy. I'll have to see. He does look pretty good, though. And like Dragon points out there, the clothes look really, really good. I love the look of that ripped shirt. I hope it looks like that on the final figure. All right. Moving on here. Legends Collab Trunks. So these are releases, I believe. Yeah, scheduled figures to be released in November. November 10th will be the Legends Collab Trunks. I still need to pick this guy up somewhere. I'm going to see if I can't find him, because he is actually really cool. We have the, oh, I forget the name of this line. Does it say here? Right. Rasuden, of course. The name of the line was escaping me. Interesting that they decided to go with these figures. I don't know if I like Goku's hair sculpt. It's really weird. It's like swayed to one side. Bardock does look pretty good, though, but I will say I don't know if I'm going to get this guy, only because I have a Super Saiyan, I almost said Super Saiyan 4. I wish a Super Saiyan 4 Bardock figure existed. A Super Saiyan Bardock figure, and he's like in a similar-ish kind of pose. Not really the same, but his legs are like spread out, and he has his hand forward. That's from the like the special attacks line is the Bardock that I'm talking about, but interesting. And I definitely don't think that that is a Bardock, or it's not a Bardock figure, Bo, clearly. No, I don't think it's a bad Bardock figure, this guy. And then, of course, we have the BOS Gogeta. I'm really, really excited for this guy. The final pictures of this guy look so much better than the production images, so I'm really, really excited to see that. And then, obviously, we have the WCF figures. So, yeah, very, very cool to see that all of that stuff is coming out. Can't wait for that Gogeta to come out. That'll be week 4. That's going to be a little bit of a wait, unfortunately, but nonetheless, though, very, very cool stuff there. Let's see. Okay, so this is interesting as well. February versus Dragon Ball 16, Vegeta, Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, and Masked Saiyan. Interesting. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see what those guys look like, because I don't think have we gotten a Super Saiyan 4 Broly in the Versus line? I'm not too sure. here's the re-release packaging for these figures. We talked about these guys a couple of figure newses ago. It's nice to see them re-releasing some Dragon Ball figures, especially these, because obviously this outfit is not a figure that we get too often for Goku. And there is the Resolution of Soldiers Vegeta. I would honestly really like to get this whole line at some point. This is a classic Dragon Ball figure line. And I do actually have the Goku, but I have the like all black version of him. So interesting that they decided to release only Vegeta, re-release rather. Kind of interesting to see. Okay, so here is the protos of the Versus 16. We have Goku and Vegeta from the Saiyan saga with Super Saiyan 4 Broly and Masked Saiyan. What is that combination of characters? Interesting. It's kind of hard to tell how they're actually going to look, because obviously, you know, with these protos, it's literally just like the mold. But I like the pose for Broly. It'll be interesting to see what he looks like with some color on his bones. Moving on, hopefully Bardock commercialism can... Oh, bruh! Huh? Baggy, I don't agree with that one, bro. I want more Bardock figures, if anything. That's it for October. Merch info is basically done. It's certainly been a hectic month. There is no March Kuji, and, wait. If there is no March Kuji or prize fair, then November will be relatively quiet. I see. That SSR Goku Black did get you some art. Oh, okay. So yeah, this was that box lunch. This is Miss DBZ Babe. If you don't follow her, by the way, you should. Because she posts all kinds of different Dragon Ball stuff. Oh, okay, so I see. That's the rose that they were talking about. Very, very cool. Yeah, I've been to Box Lunch before. They have great stuff. They have some figures. They are a little bit overpriced at Box Lunch sometimes. But it's definitely not bad. That Super Saiyan Blue Goku figure looks a lot better in person, all things considered. Alright, moving on. Oh, here's the promo art for the Battle of Saiyans. Why did they choose the Wasteland? None of these characters fight here. Interesting, interesting. So these are ratios, by the way, what Baggy is talking about here. You can see that these images... right here are what they're talking about. So there's going to be 10 Vegetas, 6 Kabbas, 8 hits, 12 Gokus, and 8 Beersons. Why did they not just have equal of all of them? That's so interesting to me. Anyway, overseas, 2 each per box of 12. Interesting. And then there's the Q Socket Bulma. Breaking! Ooh, this was also very exciting when I saw this. April, FES, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Oh my gosh, so the FES line is getting a Gogeta, assumingly, obviously from Dragon Ball Super, considering he's Super Saiyan Blue. That is going to be really, really exciting. That'll probably be the headliner of the next Dragon Ball figure news video. I'm really excited to see when that comes out, because the FES line is always putting out bangers, bro. And to have a Gogeta from that line, oh my gosh, that could possibly be the best Gogeta figure we have. I don't know, we'll have to see. Oh my gosh, bro, that is going to be so exciting when that comes out. I am really, really hyped for that. Here's the promotional poster for the FES Goku. This does confirm, by the way, that this guy has a little bit of a smaller stand than the original one, which is very interesting. I believe Baggy does note that somewhere up here, so we'll take a look at that later. Let's look at this little thread here. Just realized that FES Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku is releasing for US and Europe. So FES 13 Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku might be the new remodeling. Already had 3 releases, not sure what more can be done. Yeah, we talked about this in a past news video where we talked about how the FES line usually has 3 versions of each figure. So it'll be interesting to see if they do this guy again or if they do a different figure. I kind of hope it'll be like a better Blue Kaioken, to be honest, but... Also, FES Legend was a legend, yes. A legend, truly a legend, though. Was originally scheduled for September before being rescheduled for February, so both the Goku and Gogeta being new models for FES 13 isn't out of the realms of possibility. Let's hope so, bro. Let's hope so, because I would love to see a new version. Here we go. So we have some release dates for all these guys. Superman Art Gogeta. Wow, that's funny. Thank you, Google Translate. Second week of March, Legends collab Vegito. No, Google, shut up. My Google just activated when I said that. I don't know why. Legends collab Vegito, third week of March. Battle of Saiyans, third week of March, and FES the. I don't know if that means, I don't think that's accurate, Google. 12th week. So there we go. It's you can see it says week 4. Thank you, Google Translate. Very, very cool. All right. Gogeta has pretty much been completely exhausted at this point. I feel like this pose is one of the few left to make a figure from. Yes! I would absolutely love this in figure form. Because Baggy is right, we have had pretty much like every Gogeta pose for Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta at this point exhausted. Maybe except for like the poses from Dokkan, and like that's it, maybe. We've had plenty of Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta figures. I'm looking at the shelf right now, even I have like 4 handy right now. But like, this would be a fantastic one, because this is such an iconic scene from his attack. And if this is the FES Super Saiyan Blue Goku is new, then hopefully it's from the Broly movie, and I'll actually be more interested. Yeah, me too, bro. I do hope it is from the Broly movie, though, because that would be really, really cool. We have plenty of Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan Blue Goku figures from the whole rest of, you know, Dragon Ball Super, so I would love if they ended up going with a DBS one. That would be really cool, especially more blue shirt Goku. Like, I think we only have a couple of blue shirt Goku figures, so it'd be cool if we got some more of those as well. Sega store pre-orders, 51 for Trunks. Holy cow. 62 for Gogeta. Oh no! GT6. Rasudan Chat 2? Oh my gosh, bro. That is terrible. Store numbers for Bardock set 14, and it was 95 for the Goku and Jiren set. That is unfortunate. The boy Bardock not getting any love, bro. To be fair, the one thing I will say is that DBZ Bardock does have plenty of figures by that point, or by this point, so it's not too much of a big L. We have a couple of Super Saiyan Bardock figures. We have a couple of really good base form ones. I mean, the Grandista one is fantastic. We don't have that many DBS Bardock figures, though, so I hope that they do make more of those eventually. But nonetheless, here we go. I mean, I can agree with that, though. This definitely should have been a hit. Yeah, you know, I'll give that tweet a like. I can agree with that. Hold the phone. Modern DBZ merch that has simple hairstyle, Super Saiyan Goku hair. Interesting, interesting. I would love to get that hoodie, actually. Yo, where can I cop that? Yo, Baggy, if you're watching this video, hit me up in the DMs, bro. The art has popped up before in a few places, but seeing it basically uncolored is so much better. Yeah, because they like to do this kind of like shading style, but that is really cool. I like that, actually. Now I understand. The BSS re-release are re-releasing in Asia, but as an actual prize figures like Japan, hence why it says for amusement only, and why they aren't available with usual pre-orders, and why the rest re-release boxes don't have the BSS label. Interesting. The Bam Presto special selection label. Okay, cool. Moving on. Oh, this was a crazy announcement, by the way. I literally was just thinking that the Shintani KV Goku would be great for release, and just found out it actually did release in Asia under the Bam Presto Special Selection. Very, very interesting. Was available in Namco and Hong Kong in June. So that is interesting that this guy got a re-release. A, because he's a fantastic figure. And B, let's go look at Baggy's tweet because that will give you more details. This basically means that any figure can re-release at any given time. I don't remember coming across any sort of information that this was going to re-release. And Baggy is on that, bro. His eyes, bro, are like a hawk on that Dragon Ball information. So, interesting. And I guess that just means that they can kind of just re-release whatever they want for Bam Presto. And hey, I'm definitely all for it, because if you didn't get this figure, it's definitely a good opportunity to do so. I didn't get this figure myself, actually, so I might pick it up. We'll see if I can find it. November Wafer Capsule Figures 05 and Versus 15 DP images. So these are what the actual figures will look like, not just the art that we saw in the V-Jump. I do like him. I think the Vegito probably looks the best. Nah, 17 looks pretty good. Goku's eyes look like too far into his head, but I'll probably still end up getting it anyway. And as you can see, here's the Versus series. Interesting that this is, yeah, this guy knows this is the first, like, Mechi Kaba figure. Very interesting. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, here's where we're getting to the really exciting stuff. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, bro. Hobby Donkey, let's pop over there, bro. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these boys. Let's get a better looking Goku. Let's get a better looking Goku. Here, wait. Actually, we'll look at it through here. Because these are big. Look at the no. We're gonna look at I'm getting too excited. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, I am really, really excited for this figure. I don't think I've been this excited for Super Saiyan. I keep saying Super Saiyan 4. Sorry, I have Gogeta on the mind, bro. My Gogeta's infected my mind recently. Super Saiyan Goku. Holy cow, bro, he looks so good. The only thing that I think that I don't like about this figure, like, look at that expression. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The only thing that I think that I don't like about this figure is probably the arm gapping and maybe the leg. It does look like that they kind of just painted in the skin tone there, which is also really unfortunate to see. But it does look like that there's some arm gapping right there. So I hope that they fix that for the final figure, because they have done that before, where they have, what do you call it? They've had a little bit of gapping in a figure, and then they fixed it on the final version. So it'll be interesting to see, but wow. Even if that is still the case, he looks absolutely fantastic. Here is the Kid Goku, by the way. He looks great as well. Unfortunately, not as many pictures of him, but that angle is very funny. I like it a lot, though. I like it a lot. But man, this guy looks absolutely... Whoo! Oh my gosh, bro. Need a UI head swap? Oh. Yeah, that would actually be a pretty good head swap for that, all things considered. Here we have some pictures of the WCF Battle of Saiyan set. God Goku looks great. Beerus' head looks a little bit weird. Kaba, again, still thinks a little bit funny. And again, I mean, Vegeta does look like Vegeta there. It's just very funny seeing him smile, I think. Yeah, Goku does look weird. I think he just looks weird at all angles, to be honest. Hit doesn't look too bad, though. Gray bases, though. I don't think I've ever seen that. I wonder if that's more of a prototype thing. Very interesting. Very interesting. Ah, here we go. So here's the tweet I was looking for. Guess this all but confirms that FES 12 Kid Goku won't be high like the original. The original prototype was still that high. So yeah, this guy was... Oh my gosh, bro. Look at how high this man was on the stand. You can even see in the reflection there, right? He towers over what their prototype stand was for the FES God Goku there. This guy be mad tall, bro. This figure is huge. So it does look like that he is unfortunately going to be a little bit smaller. And yes, as you can see here, bro, this is the thumbnail. So thank you, Baggy, for making my thumbnail unintentionally. Good stuff there. I think this was just like a compilation of pictures from Hobby Donkey. But nonetheless, though, thanks for the thumbnail, Baggy. Don't worry. Credit is in the description below. Also, these are prototype, by the way. The final bases will be red. Ah, okay. Well, there you go. There goes that. Okay, so this isn't an error. Can relax again. Oh, interesting. So I believe they were just talking about how it looks, how it's ripped. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Oh, because it's like tucked in on this figure. Huh. Interesting. Here, wait. Let me read what this says. In addition to reproducing the shape of the eyes in the original very much, I love the tattered details of the blue clothes and sang the original reproduction faithfully. But many think of this a mistake. Oh, okay. So I see. So people were thinking that this wasn't how it was supposed to be, but that is actually how the original design looked. It wasn't tucked in like this. That is really weird. But cool to see that that is actually accurate to the manga. All right, we're closing in on the end here, boys. Calendar update tomorrow should get schedules for the spring prize figures. It has been like 15 months since the last Broly figure. Hopefully that count continues. So sick, I'm tired of bullying the fusions. So hopefully we get some interesting things. Yeah, I will say, all things considered, I think we have plenty of fusions by this point, and I think we also have plenty of Broly figures as well. Some fantastic ones. So I definitely, even though Baggy's wording is quite harsh here, I do agree. I do agree. All right. So Rasuden line decided to play things safe after Jiren, but ironically Jiren's set was the most successful both domestic and overseas. Hopefully the soon above will no longer be seen as safe options anymore. Yeah, hopefully they do that, because I don't know, bro. I think that Dragon Ball fans are ready for like some of these characters that we don't have figures of, because we have like plenty of representation of all the characters that they deem safe. Like, bro, I don't need the millionth Super Saiyan Blue Goku figure. Please, bro. Please, bro. Alright, but anyhow, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Lots of exciting stuff in the news today. Obviously, the Super Saiyan Goku is super exciting. I'm really excited for this figure. As well, the FES Gogeta is going to be really hyped to see. I don't know if we'll have information on that by the next figure news in the next 2 weeks. We'll have to see on that one. But hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Oh mama, I'm excited for Super Saiyan Goku. I'll see you in the next one. Dokkan, it's out. Peace.